That's my very first Robotaxi ride.
Wow, did you see that?
I saw that. I would not have handled it like this.
Did he just spit on the car? We are here in Austin. I'm with Karina. We're about to go for a Robotaxi ride, so let's see how it goes. All right.
Hi.
Alrighty. Here we go, Robotaxi.
Start ride.
Here we go. I wonder how long it'll be till we get these in Austria.
Oh, don't get me started on this. Don't get me started.
We need
Well, you are on FSD 14 right now. We are at basic autopilot.
Really?
We are.
Oh, that's all of Europe, isn't it? They have. You don't have Navigate on autopilot yet?
We do have Navigate on autopilot, so that came pretty quickly.
Okay. But not FSD yet.
have-
But they're testing, aren't they? I saw somewhere they were
Of course
testing.
They do.
Yeah.
They test it with all the roundabouts.
Yeah.
In Rome and wherever, in German cities as well. So everything is just set.
Yeah.
Even the roads.
They're ready.
It's ready. The roads are ready. Because sometimes the roads are just nicer than they are here.
Yeah.
So not that bumpy and
Yep.
so on. There is no reason whatsoever,
Yeah.
except of course the regulations.
That's right. They're very slow. This is very assertive. I'm noticing already much more quick. I think that Robotaxi, because I haven't ridden Robotaxi for I think 2 weeks now, because I traveled up to Canada and we did that cross America FSD trip. Did you see that with Bearded Tesla?
I saw it, yes. And I'm like, what did you... Because it's not just the vast majority of the time you're using FSD, it's almost...
We tried to do the whole thing. So we ended up, I think, with 99.7% of the time was FSD all the way across America. But I'm just noticing, so I haven't been in a Robotaxi since before then, and I'm noticing right now it's much more assertive. Like more, I don't want to say aggressive, but definitely more assertive. This is great.
So I have to just catch this on cam, just...
Absolutely.
You know, family. And
Yes. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's just... It's,
Well, the best is the reaction. So last time I was in Robotaxi, we were just driving around town. Actually, I took it to go downtown to a concert, and there was people that pulled up beside us, and they would kind of look over, and then they would look back, and then they'd look over quickly again and be like, "What on earth is going on? There's nobody in the driver's seat."
Yeah.
And then you could see their lips say Robotaxi, and they were freaking out. Yeah, it was so funny. And then they'd nudge the person in the car beside him, "Look, it's Robotaxi." I use Robotaxi all the time now when I come to the city. Yeah, it is so much better than, especially if I'm going to an event.
Right.
Where you have to figure out parking, and a lot of times parking is so expensive. They'll make it $20, $30, $40, $50 for an event, and I can Robotaxi in, for $6. I'll park my car outside of the city and have the Robotaxi meet me where I park the car, go to my event. As I'm getting out of my chair, as the concert's ending, I'm calling the Robotaxi. It's already out front waiting for me by the time I make it through the crowds to get back out to the entrance. It's super convenient.
so compared to Uber, I get my rides via Uber.
Yeah.
And of course the drivers here.
Yeah.
What is different?
Well, it's
besides
cheaper.
The obvious. Okay, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper than Waymo, for sure.
Okay.
I did a ride a little while ago. I guess it'd be about a month, maybe 5 weeks ago. And so they originally, back then, they were shutting down Robotaxi at midnight. Now it goes a little bit later. And so what happened was I ended up staying with my friends a little bit longer. So I had to take a Waymo back. And my drive in, I think, was like $6 or $7. And my drive out was almost $20 with Waymo. So it was almost triple the cost.
And the ordering process when you need a rides.
Yeah, it's really similar. I would say very, very similar.
How do you call a Waymo?
Same thing. You just go into in Austin here, they're integrated with Uber. So you call it through the Uber app. Now, you can't guarantee that you get a Waymo. You can just ask for, first of all, you have to opt into their autonomous program, and then you have to ask for an electric vehicle. So if you're opted into autonomous and you ask for electric, usually, I don't know, 80% of the time, you're going to get a Waymo. They've also increased the amount of Waymos in Austin. And I don't know if that was in response directly to Tesla coming in with Robotaxi or not, but either way, there's a lot of them around. Like I passed a couple just coming to meet up with you guys.
So we figured there's still a waiting list when registering for Robotaxi service,
Right.
even for locals.
Yeah, there is still. Yeah, because they're gonna, they're gonna vet people and, pick who they're gonna pick, and they've got to have enough vehicles on the road too. They don't. Well, look at this. That was good. Just pulled out and went around that traffic. Oh, there's a Waymo behind us, actually. Yeah. So we got the Waymo behind us, and we're all autonomous here. But yeah, no, it's important that they have enough vehicles on the road, because you don't want to give access to people and then they try and call a Robotaxi and then it's like 45 minutes for it to come and get them. That's very inconvenient. I like it to be less than 15 minutes to wait for a pickup. Ideally, you want to be around 9 minutes, 8 minutes, like to get a ride, because it gives you enough time to finish up what you're doing and then kind of rendezvous with the vehicle. You don't want it sitting waiting a long time for you, but you definitely don't want to be waiting a long time for the vehicle because it's hot out. You don't want to be standing on the street corner or something, or in the rain or whatever, and you want to get on with your day.
And a huge benefit, this is not a special or customized built car. This is a regular Model Y.
Yeah,
basically,
it's completely stock. Yeah, the only thing that I noticed is a little different is this black box here is a little bit bigger than a traditional Model Y. But it's the same kind of headliner fabric. So I can only imagine there's some sort of communication gear in here, possibly. But this would be pretty easy to put in at the factory. It just, plug and play, like really simple. As far as comparing it to Waymo, I mean, it's not behind us anymore, but they have that huge thing on the roof, and apparently it's like $100,000 worth of stuff that they put on there. So there's a lot less involved with making this an autonomous rideshare vehicle versus, a Jaguar. The other nice thing is we have the full glass roof.
Yes.
So you can enjoy the city, you can see the cranes working overhead or power lines or whatever you want to see, and buildings and architecture. And in the Waymo, you miss all of that.
So amazed by how it just feels normal.
Yeah, and even like how it moves around and navigates is very human-like.
Yeah, right. It's human-like, and it's special. It's driverless.
Yeah,
but still it feels natural.
definitely. Have you guys driven a Waymo since you were here?
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, if you want, we should do that.
We could order Waymo via the Uber app, so we figured that out.
Yeah, absolutely. But it would be good to compare, just to see kind of what the difference is. So you've seen the app already to give you your kind of progress of where we're going. Right. So once we get down here, I'll probably route it back to send us back to the house and give us kind of a good bit of a circuit here. This is just taking us down kind of into the downtown core.
What can you do in this app? You can ask for. You can set the temperature, I see, the volume,
it says
you can request to pull over.
So like in an emergency, you can have the vehicle pull over, or let's say you want to get out and you want to finish the ride. You're like, oh, you know what? Actually, I really just want to get out here. I've used it a couple times where we're kind of like in really heavy traffic and I'm like, whatever, I'll just walk the last little bit or something like that. If we're downtown and there's a lot of pedestrians and that sort of thing. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need it to drive me up to that traffic light. I'll just hop out here and I'll hit pull over and it'll go over to the side and then I can hop out. So that's pretty handy. And then call support is anytime you need help, especially like I was given a bunch of ladies different rides and they said that that's a great feature because, if there's somebody creepy or something like that, that's like, let's say when your ride finishes and you're like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable getting out of the car right now. You can just hit call support and just say, hey, like, can you just have the car drive down a little bit further? Or, I just don't feel safe or whatever, who knows, whatever the situation might be, or a malfunction with anything.
Are there any additional security features? Or they have of course, the interior camera. Yeah,
I mean, they definitely are recording on all the cameras for sure. So if you wanted to go back,
rides are recorded. Just
I'm sure. Well, I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't doubt that you could contact Tesla and say, "Hey, listen, like, do you have the footage from my ride?" Right. I can only assume that they're recording it. It would make sense that they would, just from a liability standpoint. This is kind of cool. You can actually change the volume. You can adjust the interior temperature from your phone or from the screen as well. So there's a few different things you can do. You know, things like music and that sort of thing, and then you can go into your Spotify. So it automatically syncs to my Spotify, so I can just hit whatever saved music that I have.
Because of course, the Robotaxi app is synced with your Tesla account, and then it's just synced automatically.
Yeah, exactly. So what's cool is that I could be, say, listening to an audiobook in my Tesla, and then I have the Robotaxi pick me up, and actually I gotta turn this down. I'm gonna get copyrighted here. Here we go. So we have input the destination, and now we're making the turn and going right back up.
So usually when I make videos out of a car, it's because of the, I don't know, skyline.
Yes.
Or just enjoying the glass roof.
Whatever's outside of the car, right?
And I'm enjoying whatever's inside of the car. Or what's not inside the
That's
car.
right. That's right.
So the best part is no part. I don't want to supply this to human when I'm talking to this, but still.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's very cool. So that Robotaxi up there, he's just changing lanes in front of us there.
Just this buckle.
Look at this. So it's warning you that if you didn't buckle up, the car would pull over after a certain period of time.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Makes sense. And that's what I figured. The car's not beeping or warning when the passengers are not on in the back seat. So in a regular Tesla here,
Right.
it is in Europe. It's like
Okay. Yeah, so it'll be it's a little different software. No, that's not. I thought that was another Robotaxi. Yeah, I'm sure to be a little bit of a different software setup. We've got the Uber in front of us here, the Waymo. Look at all the sensors though, eh? Like the difference is very remarkable. Here we go. Nice smooth turn on a yellow. We made it.
So the last time we were in Texas was in January, and we were just filming FSD in action. So basically the driver not touching anything, and now there's no driver.
Amazing.
What's
Yeah. I mean, this is a little more exciting than, like, what you're describing is similar to what they have in San Francisco right now, where they do have the individual in the driver's seat.
Driver's seat, right?
They do, yeah. And now there are some Robotaxis that are going on the highway here in Austin. So I have ridden on one of those, and they do have the supervisor sitting in the driver's seat, although they're not putting any input. Sure. There's no pedal input.
If I take some ride, it's just half the fun, because
that's exactly. It's the visual, right? And also too, you're getting that input from people that notice from outside the car. They're like, or pedestrians, for example, walking by, and they kind of do that double take, and they're like, wait a minute, there's nobody in the driver's seat. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure it gets boring for the safety supervisors that are watching all the time, but I think it's a lot of fun. So here we're going around a kid on a scooter. Wow. He is just, wow, did you see that? He went right over towards us and pushed us further over into the oncoming lane, and the Robotaxi handled it. Wow, did you see that?
I saw that.
He came right over to us. That's unreal.
I would not have handled it like this, that smoothly. I would just hit the brakes.
Yeah.
And then just...
Yeah, that was pretty smooth, though. So what's this guy doing here?
He dropped his phone.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully he didn't break the screen. This guy...
Oh, no.
Did he just spit on the car?
He spit on the car.
Wow.
He did.
Interesting. So it's
But it gets attention. So
he's coming back. He's coming back here. Now, my understanding is that look at these guys. It doesn't seem like what they're doing is very safe. Yeah, he's now,
Just to annoy the car.
Quite an interesting behavior here. Oh, he's doing some tricks.
This kid.
No, he's putting his brakes on now, and interesting behavior.
This is what kids do nowadays, just pissing off a self-driving car.
Yeah, very interesting. Very, very curious behavior. Oh, he's got to get the phone out now. Let's see. Oh. Very interesting.
But, however, the car really handles it perfectly.
It seems to be, yeah. Yeah, it's remaining cautious.
And the car is more polite than
Yeah.
maybe.
You know what? It doesn't respond emotionally. That's for sure.
It doesn't respond.
It did not get offended by being spit on. Oh boy, there they go. There's those young guys, eh? They're out having a day. Yeah. Oh, he's going around that box truck. Boy, that's dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Wow. It's always something. There's never a boring ride, it seems.
So situations like this.
Yeah.
This is exactly what our authorities should see or better experience.
Okay.
To see that it's safe.
Right. Yeah,
So
to see the response. Yeah.
This is not just full self-driving, it's full safety driving.
Interesting.
So, and if you just frame it like this in Europe, then it's gonna move forward quicker, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that it was a non-emotional response. You know, a lot of people would be
Right.
insulted by having their
Yeah.
vehicle spit on, being cut off,
Oh, I would,
being
yeah.
taunted, but the car doesn't care. What a great example. That is, it's actually pretty incredible when you think about it. Yeah. I mean, that just in that in and of itself is going to create safer roadways.
Right.
You know, just don't respond. It just carries on with its business, you know, and keeping him safe too, even though he was the one doing the unsafe behavior. It was keeping its distance, and there's a lot of them around. Look at all the scooters over here. Each one of those is opportunities to have a big variance in what's going on around you, because it's not just the vehicles that it needs to handle. It's these guys, you know, whipping out and not playing by the rules. You know, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. That's interesting. We're getting a good ride here. We got 14 minutes back to the house. There we go. So left-hand turn, and this is a funny street because it's more than 90-degree turn. It's right around another Model 3 there. Oh, this guy's putting on his brakes. Went around him. Wow. That's good. It's so much more assertive today. Interesting. I love it. But it's very smooth, like a very fluid motion.
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Yeah. No, I don't feel it. I don't feel the movement.
Like it feels very kind of human-like and
Yes.
fluid.
It does. So for me, I feel very safe. So these are streets or roads I've never been to. I've never driven myself.
Right.
Of course, we drove it with FSD.
Yes.
And even that, it's just so smooth and safe. And me, not familiar with all the, let's say, all the rules.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes. That's a very good point, actually. You know,
It is.
visiting from Europe,
It
obviously
is.
your road rules are different than ours.
Right. So usually I would not turn right
Okay.
when the traffic light is red.
Okay.
But I know you do this
Yes.
unless it's indicated otherwise.
Correct.
And the car just does it.
Yeah. And it seems to know, like it's
It seems
quite
to
accurate.
It seems to know which exit, which lane,
Mm-hmm.
lane change, lane transitions. They were very smooth.
Well, the other wonderful thing is that there's no hesitation. It drives like it's a local, like it's
drives
lived here
like
for a year.
local, Yes.
Yeah. And so visiting from another country, you're able to take in the experience of where you are much less stressfully.
That's true.
You know, if you were driving yourself through here, or even with an Uber driver, it would be a little bit more stressful, do you think?
It would. It depends. On
Yeah.
It wouldn't be stressful for me because I like to connect with the people and talk
Right.
to Uber
Okay.
drivers, so that
Yeah.
would be-
Yeah.
So I like to connect with locals as well.
And we're able to take in kind of, you know, some of the architecture and, you know what I mean? You're free to
Right.
like, you know, look at the windows, the glass roof. It's great. And I like this too, the fact that it's always, you always know where you are,
Right.
are we there yet type of thing. This gives us a really accurate readout. Yeah, it actually gives us the weather too, 90 degrees, the time. Yeah, it's great. A little bit of traffic here. So these guys are, wow, look how smooth it does that lane transition. Wow, just whips in behind that Range Rover like nothing. See, I would have been hesitating, like double checking my mirror, just making sure. Yeah. But the fact is that this thing is monitoring all of its cameras all the time. Versus a human, we have to check the mirror, then we have to check behind us, on the side again, maybe somebody moved. And this thing just knows because it's all happening simultaneously. Yeah, this is great. I'm definitely noticing the smoothness and assertiveness. Here we go again. Another quick change.
So glad you get this on camera.
Mm-hmm. There's another one right to the right. Nice.
And still people have to experience.
So it saw this guy starting to back out, and it felt it pulse the brake there a little bit, just to give a little bit of a hesitation to make sure that guy wasn't coming out on us. Wow. Huh. It's moving too. Like it's doing what, 34, 35? Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Yeah, the rest of the world has to get these things.
Yeah.
For sure.
At least experience to raise the acceptance and awareness.
Yeah.
Towards innovation, something new, and yes, people are.
And here's a great example. Look at this, human pilot right there, collision. Mm-hmm. Just because people aren't paying attention. Yeah, perfect example.
I'm experiencing something I've never experienced before.
Right.
So, driverless car by its own. Of course, what we know from the movies, from Back to the Future, we would have been now flying cars.
Right. Yes.
But still, how amazing is that?
100%. And in a way, it seems to glide, Yeah. And it's, yeah.
This is the turning point where tech does the things for us.
Right.
And not the other way around. So
interesting.
We people do not have to put effort in it.
Right.
Operating a vehicle. The tech does it for us.
Right.
Because Tesla did it. Tesla just understood. So car manufacturers, the basic ones.
Yes.
The car industry used to be very big in Germany. All the brands, all the bigger brands, and
right.
Of course, German cars. The benefit is their quality. But
right.
still, if I Okay.
Oh, look at that. This guy cut in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Because I felt the brakes kick in.
Yes.
And it let him cut in front of us. Incredible. Yeah, it saw his signal just as you were talking there. You felt that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And just imagine if I was driving right now, you were sitting next to me, we chatted.
Yeah. We might not have seen that.
No.
And it could have been, into the side of that guy or who knows what.
And that's it. I'm not paying attention. Maybe I'm not paying attention as a driver.
Right.
The car does.
That's amazing.
So tech really supports the humans.
Yep.
It's like the all the AI thing. So people used to be scared about AI, they're taking my jobs and so on. No.
Right.
They're making your life easier.
Yeah.
It makes driving easier. So Tesla gets it even without FSD.
Yeah.
They understood, what do I want as a driver? I want to move the vehicle forward and backward.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. I don't want to get all the thousands knobs or something.
Yeah.
So if I get in a I don't even know, how do you call the cars, the gas fueled cars?
Oh, like a combustion car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let me learn this word.
Yeah, it really is so different. That last move was really impressive. I don't know that I would have even noticed that guy cutting in front of us. But I think it was the camera on the B-pillar that noticed that Honda cutting over.
But what does it notice? Does it notice only the movements, or even if the car's blinking?
I wonder if it's both. I would say it's both. It probably notices the car you know, nudging towards our side, like coming over,
Right.
and then the blinking light. It's got to. Yeah, that was really wild. All these buses here. It's interesting. So tell us, your first Robotaxi ride, what do you think?
I feel on the back seat, I feel a little bit like a princess. I'm just a car drives me. There's not a dedicated driver right there, although I'm missing the chats and some of my drivers. But still, it feels like a trip to the future.
Mm-hmm.
Just because tech does the work for me, I feel safe.
Yeah.
It's smooth. It works smoothly. So it takes me around. So it shows me places. It drives like a local.
I think too, with once they integrate Grok,
Right.
being able to kind of interact with your surroundings. I mean, I would love to visit Austria, where you're from, and to be able to tour some of the historic districts, and you can say, well, what's this building on my left here? And of course it will see with the camera, oh, it's this such and such basilica, or it's a castle, or whatever, and who lived there, and when was it built? And you can kind of experience everything from that standpoint and enrich your travel. I think that's awesome. I'm really glad you got to take your first drive here in Austin.
We have the chance to do
This is
with
awesome.
you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Guys, we'll see you in the next video.